You may want to travel, but maybe you're not ready to fly just yet. One Tank Trips is our way of bringing you ideas that are fun, they're interesting, and you can do them with just one tank of gas. And they air every Friday morning. Here on 41 Action News today, traffic anchor Daisha Jones takes us on those adventures wherever she can find them.
I love Fridays for this reason. This morning, she's taking us to Walt Disney's hometown.
On this edition of One Tank Trips, we venture out to Marceline, Missouri to visit the Walt Disney Hometown Museum. Located 130 miles from Kansas City, this trip took us 1 hour and 50 minutes. Walt Disney grew up in Marceline, and this museum, open Tuesday through Sunday, showcases his childhood, his family, and his creative adventures. From personal letters to actual branches from the famous Dreaming Tree, this museum provides a background on the mastermind behind all things Disney.
Right now, we are actually in the collector's gallery where there are so many different pieces here, some dating all the way back to the 1930s. So, Peter, what are some of the most interesting, iconic pieces you have here?
There's a lot of cool things. Obviously, everyone loves Mickey Mouse.
Of course.
This was one of 75 Mickeys that were made for Mickey's 75th anniversary. This one is to celebrate Ollie Johnson. They were scattered all over America. This piece came to us a few years ago from a collector, and it's super fitting that there's a engineer Mickey sitting in this really beautiful renovated Santa Fe railway station. So it was meant to be here for sure.
Absolutely.
And then in terms of other pieces, obviously we have this 1934 Velocipede Tricycle. That was the start of our collector's gallery.
Also, something super cool. Come check this out. An actual signature from Walt Disney.
Walt himself.
Adults can tour the museum for $10. Children ages 6 to 12 are $5, and kids under 6 can get in for free.
All right, guys, so now we are in the upper gallery where you can really get a good idea of Walt's past, present, and future. So let's take a look around the upper gallery and see what it has to offer.
The artifacts in this museum can't be found anywhere else in the world, not even Disneyland.
Okay, so a really, really cool part here in the museum and Kansas City tie. We have an original sort of workspace from Walt Disney. Tell us a little bit more about what this is.
Absolutely. So Walt came back from the war, wanted to be an artist.
Right.
He got a job at Pesman Rubin Commercial Art Studios in Kansas City in 1919. It's where he first met Ub Iwerks. So if you know about Disney, you certainly know about Ub. He's an incredibly talented artist, helped develop Mickey Mouse. But they met working at Pesman Rubin Commercial Art Studios. They actually shared this desk, and we know that because when Walt finally left Kansas City in 1923 and became the Disney that everybody knows, Mr. Pesman of Pesman Rubin said, "I know that kid. I hired that kid."
The museum's mission is to make sure the world never forgets that Walt Disney was just a boy from Marceline, Missouri, who grew up to be the keeper of childhood magic.
And you know what's really cool about this is once you're done touring the museum, you can actually drive a few minutes up the road and see the site of the actual Dreaming Tree along with Walt's barn, which is the place that he really sat down and got a lot of his ideas. Of course, the famous Dreaming Tree is part of that as well. Unfortunately, the Dreaming Tree is no longer standing. But the cool thing about the site is that it actually has a new tree, and it is his grandson, Walt Disney's grandson's tree, that he actually took some of the soil from the Dreaming Tree site and mixed it with some water from Disneyland, from one of the rides there. And so it's growing in that area, and it's so, so fascinating to see. Really, really inspiring, too, because, you know, this small town boy, creates Disney.
From
Disneyland.
right here. It's a small world after all.
Right?
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Now it's going to be stuck in our head.
Actually, I believe that's where he got the water from. It's a small world ride.
Awesome.
So
And the main
look
street
at
in
that.
Marceline is like, if you've been to Disney World, inspiration for Main Street.
Exactly.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Exactly.
It's just
We'll be back.
fascinating.
Thanks, Daisha.
You're welcome.